Hey everyone. So I'm very close, but I'm using one of those little neck thingies to hold the phone because I just don't feel like setting up my tripod. But and I'm a hot mess because I've been recovering from knee surgery, and my knee surgery it's been hard for me. And I think the reason it's hard for me is because um I deal with chronic pain regularly, so it's just been really hard. Plus, my weight has been a big factor in the reason why it's hard because it's hard to crutch. It's hard to get up off the couch myself because I'm a heavy person, and it's just hard to lift my own weight, especially without my other leg. But people are going through so many worse things. I know this, but This is my little video diary of my health journey, and that starts with little things. My mental health is something I'm going through. I have a really nice and great therapist. Um, I didn't really want to do therapy, and I do have a filter on this just because without it, and it's just it just adds a little bit of tan to you because I look like I haven't slept or ate in 14 years, and I have the darkest circles under my eyes. I've just been recovering from the surgery, and I'm exhausted. So I had a little bit of color to my skin, so I didn't look dead, okay? Just in case you're wondering. But that's whatever. I put a little mascara on today. My husband was so kind to wash my hair for me because I cannot lift or get into the tub, shower, Like if I had a walk-in shower, it'd be probably easier. But like, there's no way I can't put any weight on the other leg. I don't know how people do any of that kind of stuff. I'm non-weight bearing. I've had so I went to my I went to so you got to really advocate for yourself. I don't know if it's always been like this, but I always feel like when I go places, doctors, not all of them, because my actual everyday physician and the the she is, I forget what she is called, but it's the doctor and then the other person that works in there as well. She's not her label's not a doctor. I don't know. I'm too tired to talk about it, but both of them are amazing. Both of them, like you, it took me a while to find a good doctor, but like if you don't advocate for yourself, it just like the medical world is crazy, and they're just both amazing. So I'm very happy that I have them. But the person who did my surgery, my knee surgery, he might be very well super talented. I mean, let's hope so because he fixed my knee, right? But his credentials and his education is amazing. Like you know, I vouch for him in that aspect. But as a personable level, being a plus size person in health world is crazy. You can go in for a broken toe and it's like, well, if you weren't fat, if you weren't fat, that earache probably wouldn't have happened. If you weren't fat, that bee might not have stung you and made you have that allergic reaction. Because you're fat, it's probably best if you worry about your weight. Forget everything else going on. You know what I mean? It's always because you're fat is like the number one start to every sentence. Now, my weight does cause me some health issues. I'm not going to sit down here and lie and say, well, because I'm plus size and I'm amazing. I am amazing, but my weight does cause me some problems, especially getting older. I've had problems in my hips for since my early 20s. I was just born with amazing bones and arthritis and just great stuff. What happened to my knee happened at work, and just fluke. You could rip your meniscus doing anything, and it just happened to be while I was at work. But anyways, but being plus size didn't help that, right? So I know that I'm not oblivious to the fact that my weight can cause some problems. But in the paper of my health, my cholesterol's good. I am not diabetic. My heart is healthy. I just had an EKG for the surgery. The only things I have slightly high blood pressure, which I take medicine for, and that's being controlled right now. I mean, I do have thyroid disease, but that's not because I'm fat. That's just something I have, and which probably contributes to me being plus size. But My point being is you can be plus size and still be healthier, but my weight puts pressure on my joints and on my back and things like that. And so with that, I am trying to become healthier so I can relieve some of the stress on my joints and my bones and my body, because I have already pre-existing stuff, right? So the weight is just amplifying that. So if I can, figure that journey out, I'll feel better. So of course I have to get over the hump of my knee surgery and try to heal from that and get back to normal on that aspect. But once I get to normal, my back and my chronic pain that I have still exists. So I don't know which journey I'm going to take, if I'm just going to try to lose weight on my own with the help of my doctors and dietitians and some new plans and some medicine, or if I'm going to do weight loss surgery. I have not decided, but I know that I have been trying to maintain my weight enough where I feel healthy. I'm not trying to be skinny because, listen, I've been doing this weight thing my whole entire life. I don't know that I'll ever be skinny, but I know that I felt better when I was lighter. And I was still big then, but I felt better. I could go up and down stairs. I could do things. I used to do Zumba. I used to just do things that I just can't do now. So I know that I have to change things. But with that being said, not everything that you have wrong with you is related to your weight. So when you have doctors who just immediately go to that as the reason why everything that's bothering you is because of your weight, things get overlooked. Chronic pain gets overlooked because, well, you're fat, so if you lost weight, it probably wouldn't be an issue. Maybe, but not always. There's been people I know who were told, well, you need to lose weight because this is why this is happening. And they lost the weight. And guess what? That wasn't the reason why it was happening. And here they are stuck with chronic pain and things that could have been addressed earlier had somebody listened. So, and every time I go into a doctor, like I said, minus my personal doctors because I love them, I feel like I'm not treated as an adult. I am 37 years old, and I get spoken to like I'm a child. Like, the doctor that did my knee surgery, I went in there for a follow-up, and, everybody was nice in there. The people are nice, whatever. He's not mean, but he walks in and looks at me. Mind you, I'm sitting in this tiny wheelchair because they don't have one that's big enough for bigger people, which is, it's a story, whatever. And so I'm all like, meh, looking like a hot troll under a bridge. And he's like, I don't know what to do with you. I told you because of your weight, this is going to be difficult. I don't know what to do with you. I'm a 37-year-old adult. Talk to me like a normal adult-to-adult conversation. Be like, he's just like, well, can you show me a leg lift? And I'm like, no, with my surgery leg, no, I cannot do a leg lift right now. I am only 12 days out from my surgery, and I cannot do a leg lift. He's like, well, can you do a leg lift with your other leg? Like, not believing me that I could do leg lifts at all. Oh, hold on, my nose ring looks like a boogie. And I'm like, yes, and I continue to do a leg lift. I'm like, I can do leg lifts. Like, no, I'm not going to sit here and do 40 in a row. I'm not, like, super athletic, but, like, I could do a leg lift, right? But I can't do a leg lift on my surgery leg, squeezed into a tiny wheelchair, mind you. He's like, and I'm like, no, I can't. And he just turns to my husband, who's there, and then the workman's comp nurse that's there, and goes, she can do it. She can do it. Like, I'm just not trying because I'm lazy. I'm in the room. These aren't my parents, okay? I'm an adult, and you're talking to me like, I don't know. So unless you advocate yourself, which I did not advocate for myself because I just don't like him, and he's just not worth my breath in the conversation because I don't think it would stick in his brain because he just doesn't understand. And you know what? I'm not asking for like him to hold my hand and be like, whatever, but like have some compassion or sympathy. Like, you're working on human beings and your job is to literally make them feel better and repair them, and that with that you're not just putting together skin and muscle and bones and whatever. You also are talking to somebody with a heart and a brain and emotions, so you got to have some compassion with that. So I'm just saying, sometimes it's really hard to put your faith in any doctors or medical, um, anything like that. And even like my workman's comp adjuster, um, just it's been a rough go at this surgery. It's just my little diary. If anybody listens to it, that's fine. I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But yeah, that was it. Just kind of updating you on some things, trying to talk to you. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I need to talk out loud. I would journal when I was younger, and it always helped. So this is kind of like journaling, but in video form, and sharing with other people, because I'm sure there's other people who are going through the same kind of stuff, worse or less worse, simple things that you might not think matter, but they do. If you have a feeling, it matters because you're important, and that's it. So, yeah. So hope I will talk to you soon. Yeah, like, subscribe, and share. I always appreciate it. Bye, guys.